Hello everyone, this is Tamara, your courtroom companion. If you have a narcissist in your life, I would put money on it that they have tried to ruin your reputation. They've started a smear campaign and they are nonstop trying to ruin your reputation with the people in your community, the people in your life. This is classic narcissistic behavior, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you what you can do about it. I have been a part of, I cannot tell you, countless smear campaigns as a result of my ex. And it has involved medical professionals, the legal community, friends, family, church members. I have been on the receiving end of that many, many times. I don't think that there was one area of my life that wasn't touched by a smear campaign. I cried many tears. I had countless nights where I couldn't sleep because of all the lies, the misrepresentations. I mean, I was just overwhelmed by the smear campaigns, and they were ongoing. But there was one kind of major thought that kind of was very anxiety provoking. It was the thing that I think kept me awake at night. And that thought was, I wanted people to know my truth. Like, I just kept thinking, well, if they only knew the truth, or I wish I could clean this up, or I was just always wanting people to hear my side of the story, because he was off telling countless lies. And so I just wanted the truth out there. And I kept thinking, well, if they knew the truth, then all of these people in all these areas of my life wouldn't turn on me. They wouldn't just buy what he says hook, line, and sinker if they just knew my truth. Hey, let me know in the comments below if you can resonate with what I'm saying. Let me know your story below. Like, have you been on the receiving end of a smear campaign? Did you have that same anxiety-provoking thought? I'd love to hear about it. I'm here to tell you that thought of wanting to clear your name and clean up the smear campaign and clean up the lies and misrepresentations, that's normal. I think most people want their name not destroyed. It's a very normal feeling. Who doesn't want that? That's normal. And I told you at the beginning of this video that I would tell you what you can do about it. And I think you will be surprised by my answer. The short answer is nothing. Now, don't turn off the video. I do have a caveat that I'm gonna explain to you, especially if you're up against a narcissist in court. So let me explain. And I believe once I explain this, you'll jump on board with what I'm saying. I struggled for years with wanting to clear up my name, and it was years, and I mean years of this. And this one week, I remember having 3 kind of epiphanies that really changed the way I feel about this. And I think once I share these with you, I think it will bring you a lot of peace if you agree. The first epiphany was, I realized I could never clean up every single lie and misrepresentation because I don't know everything he's saying. I'm not walking side by side with him during the day. So therefore, I'm never going to clear my name. It was like an impossible feat. I realized the thought changed from, if I could just clean up what he's saying, they wouldn't turn on me. Then I realized there's no way I could do that. That was an impossible task. So I had to, almost like it was very freeing. I could never do it, so why try? It was an impossible task. I felt daily ruining my name. And I'm not in every area of his life. I'm not in any part of his life. So if he's telling this story at church, I'm not going to know about it. If he's telling this lie over here to the medical community, I'm not going to know about it. So why continue to have anxiety about something that would be impossible for me to change? So that was like epiphany number 1. The second epiphany that I had that week was that it took me years to figure out who this person was. I mean, years. And so my thought process was that if it took me years to figure it out, it's going to take them years to figure it out. They're buying the lies and the misrepresentations because they don't know who he is. But if they knew who he was, they wouldn't buy it. And so it was just very comforting for me to know that, yeah, they got to have their own journey with this person. I can't control the speed of that journey. I have to kind of give them a break. I was really angry at them for believing it because it was so crazy and not really who I was. And so I just kind of found comfort in knowing that eventually they'll figure it out too. So that was epiphany number 2. So the third and most important epiphany that I had that week was that I realized that the people in my life who really mattered to me believed me. They knew the truth. And so it didn't matter to me that the people in his life didn't know the truth because they don't matter to me anyway. Yeah, so I never had to worry about, after that, clearing my name with the people who didn't matter to me anyway. And you all, if you've been a part of my channel for any length of time, you know how important visualizations have been to my healing. And so I want you to picture a bag of rocks, a backpack full of rocks, and you're walking up this hill. That's literally what it felt like for years for me in terms of cleaning up all the lies and the misrepresentations. And so I want you to picture what it's like when you no longer care about the lies and the misrepresentations that your ex or the person, your narcissist, is telling other people about you. I want you to picture walking up that hill, that very steep hill with this big backpack full of rocks. And then I want you to stop halfway up, open the backpack, and take out each rock. And each rock represents a lie and a misrepresentation, a person who you no longer are friends with, all the stuff, the smear campaign. Each rock represents a part of that smear campaign. And I want you to empty out one by one, right? And now I want you to picture leaving that backpack on top of that pile of rocks and then walking up that hill, the remaining part of that hill. Doesn't that feel very freeing? You don't need to carry that backpack any longer up that hill because those people don't matter to you anyway. You could probably sprint up that hill. You will get better night's sleep. You will feel more peace if you can just leave that backpack and every one of those smear campaigns on that hill. Now, I do have one caveat. So if you're going up against a narcissist in court, you do kind of have to care about what that person is saying to the legal community, lawyers, judges. You do need to care about that. So, anyone in your children's lives, medical professionals, possibly school administrators, you kind of have to care about what those people say and think, right? And so I kind of consider that part of the legal community, because if they ever are brought in as witnesses, they will become a part of this legal community of you fighting this narcissist in court. And so your character and your reputation are critical when you're going to court, right? Your reputation is critical when you're going to court. And so you do have to care about that in some ways. So now that you kind of have that little caveat, I have done many videos here on this channel about preparing for court against a narcissist, and a couple of them come to mind. I did one recently on making sure your documentation and evidence game is strong. So you want to check out that video, and I'll link that above and below. I also did a video on exposing the narcissist in court with little effort on your part. I did that video. I'll link that one above and below. And then I also did a video on 4 key strategies for beating a narcissist in court. Those are the ones that kind of come to mind. So I'll link all those videos. I think you'll want to check those out if you're going to court against a narcissist. So again, if, your evidence and your documentation needs to be strong. So you'll definitely want to check out that video that I did recently on making sure you know how to get yourself ready with your documentation before going to court. So I'll definitely link that one as well. So if you have gone to court against a narcissist and you want to offer some advice to our community, we would love to hear about it. Please do, leave comments below. We all learn from each other during this process. It's not easy. So the more support we have in this channel, obviously the better off we'll all be. We learn from each other. Also, if this video resonates with you, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I will link my free discovery call for you below. You can click that link and then sign up for a 15-minute discovery call with me to see if coaching is right for you. As always, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.